stuff. Hello, everybody.
Hola.
Not sure if that made that in there or not, but she's, got some sugar business she's taking care of before things, and who's it, what's it, and, I was just talking to her about such things, but anyway. Hello, everybody. It's Thursday. We thought on this day, but before we thought, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here. Why is that, Patricia?
That is because it just lets everyone else know what a spectacular experience you are fixing to have.
That works. Yeah. Also, it lets me know, and then I can, you show up on the list. It helps. Please do give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. It's that little, thumb thing right there, and it says like it, and then you go boop, and sometimes it does little things, but I don't know if that's every device or whatever. I was real excited when it used to do the little...
Yeah, floating hearts and stuff. What happened to that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was just a glitch.
I don't know. Maybe it was like they didn't get good feedback by it. I don't know. They didn't leave it in long enough to, for people to really embrace the confetti.
Yeah, seriously.
Anyway, that's my feelings on it. All right, let's say hello to everybody. Oh, and share this stream. Do whatever you need to do to get it out there to the folks, because that also helps us very much, and we very much appreciate it. All right, we've got a Seminole Mind. That is Sue. Alice Goes Nomad. Angela's here. And Web. Apple May. That's April. Art Curious. That's Miriam. Cheryl Goodson. Cookie Wookie. That's Mo. Cynthia. Darcy. Dana. Emma. Erna. Griffin Chill. That's Rhonda. Jeanette, a.k.a. Jeanette. And hopefully her sister's around. If not, still say hello. Jenny. Carla. Keeks. Lizanne, Lizzie, Jean, Lori, Girl, Lydia, Marguerite, Monica, Nightbot. That's the one that's gonna, she does things when she's prompted to. She also does some automatic things. She works for us. Kiana, hello and welcome. Painting again, that is Sandy. Patricia Pfeiffer. Ooh, almost a bunch of people are popping in there. Julie Parker popped in up there. Hoard Paper Crafts, that's Mimi. Paula's here. Ricky Nordmeyer. Paige.
Wear my black hat.
You want your hat? I like it when you wear your hat, because then it's
I have a top
your
of my
head gets lost.
It does. It's on my dresser. Could you fetch it?
I will. Let me finish saying hello to folks. Okay. Susan Dufresne is here. SWL, that is Sherry. Texture Junkies, that's Sharon. Tina Schwamberg. Tracy LaBeouf. And Ben G. Hello. I believe you are new. Welcome. This is going to be a fun one for you. This is our Thursday Thoughts. If you haven't been to us, or maybe watching this first time, you just said hello in the chat. Some people test us out for a little bit, and then they come over and say hello, and who's it, what's it. All right, let me go grab your hat real quick. And then give me some pinky hello hands if I missed you like Mimi did there, or yellow hellos. Or
yeah, I'm going to wait till Mariah gets back, but I do want to start with this card again that Mimi sent me. And I know that I feel like I'm double blessed, because I enjoy absolutely being here every day. I gotta watch it because this hat's kind of wonky.
It's not a hard brim.
Yeah, and it's a bit off, but it's okay.
It's perfect.
Asymmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, it's just so I have a hard time here. It's so important that I be here, because I know you expect me to be here for you, and I know that you are there for me. Reciprocity. That's the thing that drives the engine of a community. If you don't have reciprocity, giving in kind, it doesn't work. But that also explains why our community does work. And this card, I will treasure this card forever.
She's been loving on it a lot, Mimi.
I haven't lost it yet. That should say something.
That just means it's at the top of the pile for sure.
Cheryl's comment. He said, that our live streams were akin to Nat Geo.
Oh, no. Yeah, because I had said that some people have met you out in the wild.
Oh.
And so that's where, because it took me a minute to think about, like,
why
that was
he
a really
said
cute
that.
way to,
Okay.
like, explain, you know,
Yeah, out of the blue. Well, anyway, he said I needed a pith helmet.
100%.
And I'm looking for one, by golly. I tell you what.
You need one of those ones that's more just kind of for the aesthetics, and then it's like it's breathable. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it's hot, I can't do it.
Mm-mm.
But I wrote back to Joe and I said, yes, that'd probably be good for me to wear on a regular basis in case my piles come tumbling down.
Yeah.
Avalanche, I think that's the word I used.
Hey, Eddie.
I got to show you.
Laura.
If you think I'm not blind, this is yeah. And it's, I wouldn't say it's necessarily getting worse, but it's certainly not getting any better. And I guess I didn't really expect that to happen.
No.
I have a hard time focusing. You know, you've noticed me blinking and turning my head. It's because sometimes I can't see if that one part is blocked out because it's on this eye that has the stuff over it.
Yeah.
All right. Thursday thought, community commitment and why it matters. At PM Artist Studio, we believe in uplifting, supporting, and protecting the artists and content creators who actively contribute to this community. That means those who constantly show up, not just for during our 4 weekly live streams, but also within makers, during holidays, birthdays, and even hard times. This community thrives because of the shared dedication and mutual respect we extend to one another. You may notice that we don't promote every mutual connection, and we want to be transparent about why. It's not about being petty. It's about being intentional. We amplify those who are present and give to this space in meaningful ways. If someone chooses not to engage with or support this community, we simply don't share or promote their work. That's a boundary rooted in respect, not resentment. Mariah has shared in the past that there have been mutuals who were not receptive to what this community stands for, or who failed to support it in spirit and or action. In those cases, we do not help further their endeavors. We focus instead on those who genuinely invest in building something positive here. And I would add, what we build here extends out into the universe, into other communities. It touches other people's lives. It is very important. That support also comes with protection. We will always protect our community from harmful conduct, even if it comes from a subscriber, a longtime follower, or a mutual. When someone repeatedly engages in toxic behavior, including harassment, boundary pushing, or inciting division, we will take action. This has included banning individuals who refuse to stop after being addressed publicly and respectfully. Some might find this odd or even see it as being hypocritical to our belief in welcoming all voices. But let's be clear. Welcoming all voices does not include voices that actively spread hate, undermine others, or damage the trust we've worked so hard to build. There's no space for that here. Our commitment is to those who show up with honesty, kindness, and integrity. We're proud of this community and will continue doing the work to keep it strong, safe, and deeply supportive. Thank you for being here.
So, that we've been working on for a while. I alluded to it on Monday. Then we had a little event, which it made sense that it was like, okay, that sort of ties into this. And I wanted to make sure that that was addressed more directly as well. And if anybody has any questions in the chat, please let me know. I mean, we're here. Like I said, we are, the honesty part of it is very important. And we try not to, you know, it gets really tricky with how much we share out to the world versus, you know, what, without feeling like we're not, you know, there, it's just like even in a family, you know, you don't share everything because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings or this or that.
It is, and that is true.
And that's how we feel about y'all too. Like, so it is important, but do not ever feel like, I mean, please reach out to me. Y'all know anybody that has sent me an email, who has reached out to me through Facebook or Instagram. Now, Instagram, sorry, I'm a little, like, it may be a day or two. I try to get over there, but sometimes I do forget about Instagram a little bit. But yeah, you can always reach out to me. I will respond until I don't need to.
And if you would like to get in touch with me, the best way to do it is the
Through
lightning
me.
bolt.
And through me.
And getting a hold of Mariah, because she's very much on the ball with that sort of thing.
That was sweet. Miriam says she could hear the applause at the end.
Good. I thought I
you.
did too, but you know, sometimes I think things. I create my own reality, so.
Well, yeah, and it gets a little, you know, we are sitting here, and the chat is a response. It would be kind of fun if there was sort of like, you know, if you had a Nightbot type thing where it was like, you could do the applause, and then it would, like, you know, trigger a little
noise
sound thing. Yeah.
I would like that. That would be really fun. Did you hear that, YouTube?
Did you hear that? Well, I guess they could do the clapping, and then I could do it. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. If y'all, you know, put them emojis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the Thursday thoughts. And again, if I hope that resonated with y'all. I really do. So now, and I'm so glad Sonia's here. Yes.
Sonia.
It took a minute for
Sonia.
because there were more things in the box than I anticipated.
But I am not complaining. I am not complaining because I'm very excited.
Oh, she's super duper excited.
I was like, oh my God.
This is exactly what I thought.
I told Mariah, I said, I am not going to mention that I need anything else. I do not. I mean, this is it. I'm full. But let me just throw this in here. Okay, so Izzy came up. She had a very traumatic day at school. The chicks that they hatched had to go to the farm today.
And they were born on her birthday. So they were extra special to
chicks.
her. Plus, there was one special brown one that was extra fluffy.
Toast. His name is Toast.
Who pooped on her yesterday, and she felt like it was like a christening of some sort. Like, I mean, that became her bird even more so.
Okay, so anyway, she came home, and I mean, she was just boo-hooing. Big old alligator tears running down her cheeks, and sobbing because, you know.
Well, and we heard it in the car.
Oh, all the way home.
That's why I came up. I was like, okay, we're going to go round 2 with this, but I'm going to explain it to Gigi so we can just get through this.
Yeah. But anyway, we're searching for a chicken farm where she can go and hang out with some chickens, because she seems to have a special affinity for
and
chickens.
She made me message the teacher. She really needed to know what was happening with the chickens. So if y'all want to know, here's what's happening with the chickens. There is a farm up the road here, up in Lucas, and supposedly, I don't know, her teacher may have just already had this, like, I mean, this is not her first rodeo.
No.
So whatever, the story works, I like it, it fits our narrative, this I'm going to take. I'm not going to do a lot of, you know, cross research on if this is true or not. But anyway, she's been doing this stuff with the chickens for years. She's like, some of these chickens may have even been like, you know, chickens of the chickens. Because that's how it works, y'all, you know?
Yeah. Great grandchildren.
Right. Which made Izzy very happy. Because she's like, oh, could I see the maybe one of Toast's chicks next year at, and I was like, yeah, probably, maybe. Yeah, let's go with that. It makes us all feel better. Sometimes that's just what you need. So, yes.
Yeah. But so she was up here hugging on me, and we were both just boo-hooing. I was glad I didn't have my makeup on yet, because we both just sat here and
just
cried.
ruined that anyway.
Yeah. And so she saw the makeup things that Sonia sent.
Recognized it right away.
Oh, you should see her. It was really great because it kind of got her away from the chicken
that's
business.
It's
Yeah.
just dangling.
Yeah. We were, so Mariah told me to hide them, and I
Should I go topside?
yeah.
Okay, sorry. I will still have our faces up there.
Well, our faces will still be there.
There we
but
go.
Just over to the side, right?
Yeah, that's how this works.
Anyhow, she saw those and she said, Gigi, what are those?
Mm-hmm.
She says, those are makeup, aren't they? I said, no, they're art supplies. She
That's
said,
what
no,
I
they're
told her
not.
to tell her.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're not.
She knew.
She knew. Okay. Can't fool the baby. So I can't remember which one. It was the light blue that I put on her.
Oh, yeah, that's what she was worried about, Susan. She really was. She's
Okay.
like, I don't want them to be turned into chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I said, I don't think there were those kind of chickens. Like, these are just loved upon farm chickens.
Yeah.
And thankfully, that seems to be.
And I reminded her, we used to go and get eggs from this place.
Yes.
And I said, remember all those chickens running around all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, she's.
Oh, she used to traumatize the poor chickens. She'd run after them.
She was after her. And she never has been one of those that sits down and waits for things to happen.
No, she's going to make it happen.
Okay. All right. So this is the blue that I used on her today.
And which, by the way, absolutely. Yeah, she really wanted the lime green.
She did. And I told her, I said, I just think that it's not going to be good with your yellow shirt. You'll look jaundiced. And anyway, so, but she this is the one that she really likes.
Yeah.
She said, these are all my colors, Gigi.
That's right. Exactly,
I said, you're
Susan.
just going to have to discuss that with your mother. When I get through using them here, we're going to make a comparison thing.
Veronica.
And I promise that,
Hey, Betsy.
you will have access to them. Okay? Now, I'm not shutting those because they're a real... I told her, I said, she told me, she says, well, I'm going to have to go to that place that Auntie Liz goes to get those hard fingernails.
She's really into...
Yeah, the whole... I'm hoping she gets it out of her system early on.
I went through a phase.
Yes, you did.
I worked through it.
Thank God. Thank God. All right, so this was really...
Once your frontal lobe
This was
fully
really
develops.
exciting because let me tell you what about my
Hey, Jerry. Hey, Gray.
making experience.
Is it the gnat or is it the fly? Because
It's a gnat.
there is a fly that is also...
I know he was attacking my sandwich downstairs while I was getting my
Mhm.
kimchi out of the refrigerator. Anyhow, very happy to have this.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not sure exactly how it works. I kind of think I know.
Those are makeup.
Yeah, the things that I have.
So
over
she...
here. But we're going to compare
Sonia
and
was
contrast.
so sweet. Yeah, because she's like, here, you can compare and contrast. And then I'm going to probably acquire it. Because I was like, oh, the purple in that one is kind of what I've been looking for. And let me tell you, trying to find purple eyeshadow
Yeah,
in singles is very difficult. That's,
See, you've got two here. You can use that for your contour.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that sparkly
I'm
business
not
down
sure
there,
who
too.
wears that color of green. I mean, I don't know.
Well, the best thing to do is actually put down a coat of white, and then you get that punchy. Because otherwise, it sort of like blends in with your skin, and it does look a little weird.
Well, I'm just
That is not for you.
sticking with my smoky eye.
Uh-huh. See, Eddie says drag queens love that green.
Well, I don't dress up like that much anymore.
Oh, Tracy wants to know, what is the brand of the spine punch?
Oh, is that what it's called? Spine punch? I don't know. It's called UPTTHDW.
Oh, I think that's an O. It's kind of fancy font.
Oh. Up though.
Maybe they were meaning like uptown.
I don't know. That's it. There's a barcode on the...
Well, and then there's some small text at the bottom of that, but I don't know if she'll be able to see it or read it. She's got her... There we go. What does that say underneath there?
It says made in China.
There you go.
But that's all the information I have here.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Anyhow, I think what you do is you put your paper in the slot, and then you put this down on it and it holds it in place. And then you know where to punch the holes. And I was even thinking about this, that, you know, what you could do is you could come along and you could mark the holes that you're using with a marker.
Yeah.
You know, out to the side with, you know, how I mark my thing on my guillotine so that I get in the right hole. It's important. And I'm very happy to have this.
Yes, Paula.
I have a punch like this, but mine doesn't have a nice, sweet little
No, it doesn't.
rounded thing on it. It has a very owie thing on the end of it.
Blunt one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
you can never have enough stabby tools.
never have enough stabby tools. And here's the thing about this stabby tool. You see this stabby tool? This stabby tool is dull. I guess I could sharpen it.
It's a rounded.
It's a rounded tip.
It don't punch.
It doesn't have that.
Might still stab.
Stabbing. This is sharp. But anyway, there's no excuse for me not to bind my book. And I do want to bind my book. Simply because I want to.
The Dark Project.
I want to be able to open it up flat. And I don't know how else that you do that.
Oh, Susan says, hold on, whoops, because it was moving a little bit fast there. Oh, that's good information. Darcy says that Cheryl at the Whole Bucket sells spine punches too. Her son makes them on his 3D printer.
Oh.
There you go, helping out small businesses.
Helping out small
Darcy,
business.
do you have a link? Put in a link, because I haven't put it on with Amazon, and you guys know that, like, even though I do try to keep the products over there just in case, you know, we're not trying to say go over to Amazon, but you know, it is what it is. If you want to, you can, but that's a better alternative, and I like that.
I do too, very much so. And also with the makeup.
Oh, she'd totally be into that, Alice. Okay, and then Susan was saying something. Oh, put your signature in the V punch as desired. Nice. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. However many holes you want to punch in, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I may just play around with that. I don't have a.
Hi, Lorraine.
But I am pretty excited about this brush because it's a very dense makeup brush. Most of the brushes that I have that are intended for painting are not nearly this.
Right, because it's makeup. Well, yeah, it's going to your face and skin. You'd kind of want it to be fluffy and not
And pokey.
pokey.
But when I'm talking about this, there's a lot of bristles there.
Book cradle.
Book cradle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to use that see how that works with the pan pastels today.
Now, let me hold on to the book cradle, because this is just going to be one of those things you lose it by the time you need it. Now I'm just going to put it in the
And I'm not
drawer
going to need it for a little while.
for a
Okay.
little bit.
Now the other thing, and I've wanted one of these. I have a regular stapler. I mean, you know.
Well, yeah, and it doesn't even open, and like,
No.
It's not that kind.
It's not that kind. So, well, mine does open it up, but it doesn't open up to that extent. So that you can, if you wanted to.
Right. It has a
use
poppy
it.
out slide thing.
Yeah. And it's really got great spring action too. See that?
Hey,
So,
Carrie.
Very happy to have that. And a staple remover. You know what? I used to have some of these at school.
I have the chompy one. I love the chompy one.
I have the
That one's
chompy
good
one too, but sometimes this is really nice. Because the chompy one sometimes will grab the paper and make a little dent in the paper. So this is really nice. And an ergonomic handle. So very happy about that. I'm going to put that up here in the, and I love the nice blue handle, which I can see that.
So does it turn?
It's not clear.
Well, and
I don't, what do you mean turn?
is it one of those? Because I thought it said swivel. Like, or is it just a swivel as in a, like it opens up and does the hootie do?
Well,
Or does it turn
I don't think it turns.
and have the side thingy? No. Okay. It's a fantastic blue.
And as I said, very springy and lovely. Staples included. It's like batteries.
Yeah, you can never have too many.
Very, very happy about that. I'll have to make a room for it over here on the thing.
I would recommend those of you that are coming in, and if you are live and you're hearing this, you may want to go back to the beginning.
Yeah, see it.
Have a little Kleenex ready. He gets emotional. And then hit us on like 2-speed.
It does, Mariah.
That's what I was thinking,
See?
because it's called a swivel, and then that way, because it's for the bookmaking business. But I didn't want
and
to,
it shows you there, lining it up and everything.
But it's a little scary, like, if you don't know that it, you just got to do it right.
All right, yeah, I'll have to work with that. All right, I'm going to
She's
pass
gonna give
that one
that to
over
me.
to you. Now, all right, so we all agreed that we had such a great
Twist
time
it, yeah.
printing. Oh, forgot about these.
Hooked her up.
All right,
was like-
so I mean, I really just squealed when
She's
because
like,
these
is
are,
that the yellow?
and this is the yellow that I needed right on the top. Look at that. And then these wonderful muted, and see those, and here's what I'm thinking about doing.
Okay, tell us.
I'm thinking about like putting all the yellows together, putting all the, pardon me, greens together, all the blues together.
Goodness, what is your dealio, lady? You all right?
Well, I don't know. I swallowed air. Now where was I? You interrupted.
You're
me.
gonna put all the colors
great.
together.
Yeah,
You're gonna put all
this-
the colors
all the
together.
same colors
Yeah.
together. And I know I said I didn't like stacking them like that, but you can see I have been stacking them like that.
I'm telling you, you should never trust her.
You should never trust me.
Her first feelings.
And
on-
if you do really look here, you can see on the side these are all sort of metallic-y colors, which I thought was kind of brilliant, except for that purple on the top.
Mhm.
It was just hanging out here, and I just whipped it on there.
Whipped it.
So yeah, and here's the real deal. I love that they send applicators every time. I mean, that is just really thoughtful.
Are
And the-
you gonna open up all of those right now? Like, don't you have some things you need to get to, or is this what you're
Yeah,
getting
can
to?
you pick off the gooey on the side, because that really ooks me out.
I mean, as much as these folks do love you, I'm sure that watching you open packaging is not exactly.
Well, you don't know that.
Y'all let us know.
See, this is what's cool. This is bright warm selection. What's that? Oh, I didn't give it to her already. I can read it here. This is extra dark shades. Ombre trace foncies.
Foncies?
Includes soft tools. And the color names, I can't read that even with the hooty do. Well, it's white writing over dark writing. I have a hard time with that. Okay, Mariah's going to clean those up and get that ready, and I've got this. But wanted to pull off some of the things that we worked on the other day. Let's talk about how
Ooh.
doesn't that look wonderful?
Yes.
Didn't I do a simply superb job of? You don't even know that there was an edge around that. Well, you do if you.
Aw, thanks, Susan. Yeah, we've been working hard. Well, and folks have been, showing up and sharing and doing all the business. Yeah, the sunset colors are like that's in my wheelhouse for sure. Love that.
Okay, so here we've got a finished page. One side, I'm just going to leave kind of a little bit plain because remember we talked about that. The kind of book I really am intending to create is one that can be continued to work in it.
Yeah.
And if you find something that somebody sends you or something that's you can work it in with your book, because I have done that in the past with other books. But I think that this is lovely, and I'm very pleased with this, even if there's a little bit of turquoisey around the edge, but I think that's very.
Hey, you handled those edges like a
I know.
professional.
I was very, very pleased with that. Okay, I'm going to put that over on top.
And Cake says, "Wow, that was beautiful."
Thank you. I was more than pleased with that. I've got to do something about my falling out and interrupting my flow. Okay. Now, I know I talked about this, but we went ahead and did some more, a little, missionary work around the edge. But then remember, we're pulling the, what do you call it? The marks? The yellow marks that I made the other day.
What?
The stencil with the yellow marks. This little
Oh, okay. Ink spot.
ink spots.
Yes, we're the little marked ones. Yes, that one's by Sophia. Hello, Jackie.
I thought it was,
Elizabeth.
I was a little worried because sometimes when you have paint down, you don't get a really good pull.
Right.
But I knew that this had enough grit on it that it would do that. So now I'm feeling pretty good about this. I like it just like it is. And I haven't folded it yet because I don't know exactly how to fold it. But
Devin.
see those cute little additions there to whatever somebody sent me.
Yeah.
If you sent this, you can claim it.
Please let her know.
Please let us know.
Tracy's in love with her ink spot stencil. Did you trim your edges?
Did
you do the little choop?
Okay,
Curious.
we're going to do
Asking
it.
for a friend.
Speaking of edges, I'm glad you said something.
Did I say hello?
Hey,
Hey, Devin.
is-
And then those of you that are coming in, I would highly recommend, if you want, go back to the beginning of the stream, then put us on like 2 times, and then, you know, and get caught up. And have a Kleenex ready. And those of you that have come in, please do give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't. You know, that's the little thumb and like it button down at the bottom there. And then if you're feeling real friendly and sharing like, share us over to a friend or just in a message or on your Facebook page.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to do that, there's a button down below. It says share. Gives you the link. You just copy that and you put it over in the other thing.
It's about time to clean this when I start seeing the edges are getting like that.
Yeah.
And it would be a really cool thing to pull up with some things, but not necessarily everything. And it can cause you a lot of problems with tearing if you allow that edge to build up there. That's just how I view it. Not everyone does view it that way. And the pan pastel that you see out here, probably not going to get much more off of that.
No.
Oh, that's on my paper. I keep trying to get that up.
She's going after it.
I'm
moving around.
Moving and grooving. Okay, so the next step.
Okay.
You can put this down and it's going to pull some of it up, but you can see it really doesn't pull very much.
All right, Darcy's going to be on live with Diane at the Messy Palette Australia tonight.
Oh.
Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what that is. So I think that's... Is that 6 our time? Central? Do you have a link? I think you have a link, don't you? Or just link... Yeah, make sure you link over to Diane's channel.
What are they going to be doing?
Something about making little houses or something. Did I read that right? Look at my brain remembering something.
Houses?
That I read on the internet. Oh, good. And Mo, that's Cookie Wookie. She put the link in there if you want to hit on that. Make sure that you subscribe to Diane's channel. She's a hoot. We love her. She's been around a long time.
I'm getting rid of that because I'm tired of trying to get that yellow off of the gel plate and it's not on there. Alrighty.
Wonky houses. Yeah, see, look.
Wonky houses. I'm wanting to know how Paula makes that one drawer affair thing. You know, that they...
Well, maybe you and her should do like a, you know, a Facebook call.
You mean like real telephone?
All right, Paula. Yeah, well, you know, like on the, either the phone or Facebook, you know, when you do the FaceTime thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe she could show you some things.
Well, I feel sure she could.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope it's not too terribly complicated. Mechanically, I don't, you know, that's just not my métier. And you can see how much goo we're getting off of there. A lot of goo. Now, some of that is still on the plate. Some of it is underneath the plate, which, you know, we're just going to have to live with that.
Oh, Emma, no worries there. We have people of all level, and we have folks that don't necessarily post in makers. They just be there. That's fine too. Now, we do ask that, like, if you have a channel and if you are promoting things in your videos, that you interact a little bit more so with other folks.
That ask you questions about what you're doing.
And that you're actively engaging with them on their posts. That is something that some folks, you know, we got to get on to them about a little bit. But I get it. I've been in those other groups promoting myself. I've been kicked out of some groups.
Really?
Yeah,
huh.
I have. I was totally fine with it.
Yeah, that one alcohol.
Well, that was you.
Oh my God.
That wasn't me. That was her.
I felt like I was being as nice as I possibly could because there were so many things I wanted to say.
Yeah. But she refrained. Hey, Chiquita.
I refrained from saying, I want to try out my pan pastels and I don't really have a... I might work with this. This might be fun. Right? Yeah, it doesn't have much sticky left.
Yeah, no, I think you just need to clean it and call it.
Yeah, clean it and call it. All right, where did I drag that out from? All right. Somebody said I needed some... I do need different... Oh, good Lord. I'm losing my freaking mind.
Hey, Sophia.
No, I don't know. That's where it's supposed to go, but... All right, here's something I kind of want to do today. And I thought it would be cool, and I've got the big one back here. Take the pan pastels and kind of, maybe even tape down the middle. I really don't want to do that. Well, you can just watch where I put things. Okay?
What?
And I don't want it to be a kind of thing that, you know, it's just down the middle. Well, this side is this and this side is this kind of situation. Got a little oil on my hands today, so that's helping with this.
And welcome to those of you that have come in.
Say
hello in the chat and then give us those thumbsy upsies if you haven't done that. I would also recommend, if you're coming in live, if you're hearing me say this now, you may want to go back to the beginning. We had a really great Thursday thought. I really want as many folks to see that and hear it and understand why we're doing some of the things that we're doing these days. I just think it really gives, especially if we have new folks or people that have been around, it just gives them a better idea of like where we're at and why things are happening the way that they are. I think that's a good way to explain that. Yeah. Or how we operate and why we operate the way we do.
Because this was blending the gold and the copper.
And then do it on like 2 times speed and then you can, catch up.
I'm hoping that my brush situation, where you see more of a hard edge that I would like to have blended it out a bit more.
Sophia, see, she gets you.
What?
Sophia. She goes, P, summarizing how live streams work. You can just watch where I put things. Yes, P, we are watching where you put your things.
Thank you. I need that.
And I was like, what is she talking about? Sophia's like, I got you, girl.
That's like the pith helmet.
Oh, that's hilarious. Chrissy Hartman, hello. She went back and she watched beginning, outstanding, sending hugs and applause. Thank you, Chrissy Hartman. Love you.
All right. So remember this job.
Oh, thank you, Tammy. Hugs to you too.
So what I thought, because there's so much area that, that you can work with here. Now, let me try to get my piece of paper underneath lined up with this thing. Oh, did this come?
Yeah, that's part of the gift.
Thank you, Sonia, our art fairy godmother. What would we do without you?
Basics acrylic fluid. This is something new to us.
Something new.
I mean, we have
soft bodies. I do like to try these out, and I think it's a good thing for y'all because one of the things that the Ara black is not as intense as the golden black.
Right.
And
But it could be even the type of black that it is, because there are different blacks.
this is very true. There's ivory black, there's bone black. We know that.
Carbon black, there's
Carbon
Mars black.
So I will be using this today at some point, and just know when I pull out that black thing that's what's going on here. Okay, now I found this piece of paper, and this is deli paper in the
Sophie said, "Oh,
craft color
basics in a fluid." Ears perked up. And then Devin says that the Liquitex fluids aren't as fluid as the golden. In her opinion.
Well, we'll
noted. All right.
Check it out. But what I want is this onto this for
Hello, Shabby
the book.
Road.
Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So let's just go ahead and test it out here.
This is the makeup.
Yeah, and I don't
Just don't.
really, yeah, I just, yeah.
I think you should play with that, like with something a little smaller. Number one, just because of time and my feelings about this whole thing. Because she loves to do it. It's very, like, it's not very entertaining.
Okay, I don't know. This has got some kind of filmy stuff. Oh, this is what I just pulled.
Look at that.
Look at that. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and just get after it. We'll just go through.
But she says she does like the Liquitex fluids, especially their price.
Hey, no kidding.
So if you're looking for okay, she's going for the green. That's really the reason you didn't want to put that on the baby, is because you're like, nah, I'm going to save that green because I like that green too.
Yeah, she doesn't need to use that green.
She was very excited about her makeup.
Was she?
Yeah.
I was hoping you weren't going to be mad at me for.
I don't care. Now her daddy kind of looks at her and he struggles with a little bit of this, but I'm like,
hey, I mean, this is working pretty
good.
Look at that.
Oh well, blends out nicely. Okay. And
plus, I this brush work. See how it feathers the edge?
You like the brush.
I'm really liking this brush. And I tried some of my brushes, but my brushes are all either too stiff.
Well, they're not meant for that.
They certainly are not.
I'll just be honest about that.
Now we're going to try something in reverse here, and I'm hoping y'all are supporting me on my choice here.
Oh, are you going to put the pan pastels on a bottom row next to them and match up some of the colors there?
No, I'm not.
No, she's not going to do that.
The reason I'm not
Joanne.
going to do that is what color was I using?
Is this the Revolution brand? No, I don't think so. It was sorry, and I threw away the darn packaging. Can you look at the bottom of the makeup?
It's
there you go.
Fruit.
Hold that up into the technology, and then folks can kind of.
Is that a good place?
Yeah. It came from Amazon. I haven't put any because we hadn't done anything. Like it showed up like pretty much right before the stream.
Yeah, I didn't even have time to really just get it out of the packaging.
And I really only try to put things in our Amazon thing that we have tried and that we do recommend. So
okay,
this will probably end up in there. Now I might have to cross over and put this in both the looking and feeling good one plus the gel. Yeah, you can be.
Yeah, I might go ahead and try to do that down below.
It's a fabulous idea. I mean, it seems like something that an art channel would do.
I don't know if I've already put that one out there or not. I'm not cleaning my brush, so, they're like...
That's fine. Nobody expects that over here.
Well, if they do, they're going to be sadly disappointed. Okay, so I've just gone through the greens, the yellows, and the reds. All right, so we will get out the greens, the yellows, and the reds over yonder here.
Or do you want the new... Well, here, you need the new yellows and stuff.
Yes, I do.
Here. Now, the one got a little dinged up at the top, but I'm not saying anything. I'm not doing it. It's totally fine.
Remember my
life
blue.
Goes on. Yeah, life goes on.
I did it to the blue. I don't know how I did it, but I think what I did is when I jammed the lid, the big cover thing on, it wasn't totally flat on the... Now, here's the only thing I don't like about these, and I'm really careful when I put mine back together.
Oh, here, you want me to do it?
That I don't squeeze them down.
Hello, Juliet.
Super tight.
Mm-hmm. I got your lid.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I cleaned it off on my pencil.
Oh, I do. I see, look. But I usually, like, just do a little accent thing. Like, I don't get too cray-cray. Sometimes I do. If we're going out to a party or whatever, heck yeah. It's been a while, but, you know, I'm not against it. And I love my sparkly gold.
It floofs.
It floofs. The pan pastels are definitely got a little more punch to them. But that's sort of like why they are what they are.
All right, now see that one? That one's what I'm thinking is kind of this one. The thing about it is they have a little more, you can tell, pigmentation, which you would expect, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What else I've got here? I should have saved my little wrapper.
Oh, here. I got it. You want me to read it?
Well,
so the light yellow is primary yellow.
Okay.
The middle yellow is dariolide, and then the other one is orange medium. Then you have permanent red and primary magenta.
All right, so what I need here from you is I need you to unscrew this next one here because I can't.
I can do it.
One thing is my hands are greasy from...
She's greasy.
I'm greasy. Okay, I'm just kind of guessing which one that is.
This is kind of peachy. I don't know if it goes with some of the ones that you got there.
I don't think so. And I think that one more goes with this one, but, you know, you can see.
Thank you. And Shabby Road Studio, tell me who you are, or we can just call you Shabby.
Okay, so this is like in between these two, so I'm going to do this down here on the end. I think you can really start seeing, you know, what the dealio here is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reds on the makeup's holding up really great. I can't imagine using that on your eyes. Good Lord, I would look like
Colleen.
A horror story.
Now,
I don't know that did I use that one? Yeah, I did. I think that's
what color. I use. Look at mine.
What is that?
That's like that kind of that color or a red, but I blend it in with something else. But I make it punchy on the end.
Punchy on the end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I ever used to wear makeup like that.
No. That's just, it didn't fit your, like, that isn't, like, I'm a clubby kid. Like, I used to go clubbing and wear stars and sparkly things. Like fairies exploded on my head. I'm into this. Still, as an adult person. With,
can you hand me that other one so I can get it back in its order here?
Mm-hmm. She's not impressed by any of my shenanigans.
No,
she never has been.
I
She doesn't understand.
When I would wear that kind of makeup when I was doing a costume or something, I did wear that when I was doing.
I'm like
the teacher from the Black Lagoon. I need that lid.
I'm just kind of like, it should be something that, you know.
And Mariah fixed up my nails, and she fixed my false eyelashes. All day long, I felt like I had bugs were attacking.
You got to get used to the false eyelashes.
Something or other. And I told you when I pushed my glasses, scratched my head and shredded my pantyhose. I mean, I don't even understand how those people take care of their hygiene in the bathroom. Okay, I'm not sure I need to get my other
It's more like exploding with happiness.
What?
Fairies exploding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
You know, they're fart and glitter.
Yeah.
Kind of
which pan pastel color is the red peachy one? I don't think I have this one. Question. Okay. That peachy one is the orange medium. I don't know that I would call it orange medium. I would have called it peach, but you know, see, this is where. If you want to know a number, it is 280.6, which is also interesting that there's a point.
The
whatever.
closest I have to that
even room for
green is this kind of olive, but that one there has a little bit more blue to it. But I think it's, like I said, I'm really liking this brush.
Oh, you know what would be kind of fun is if we did the doodle bombing again.
Oh yeah.
With the pan pastels, but like we could, if we can get some good image transfers, we can take some new pictures.
Yeah. Now see, you can see this is just a little bit duller because it's more, what do I want to say? It's more neutralized.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this really isn't this, but I think if you mix this and this together, that you're going to get that.
Right, or your pan pastel one that's over there.
Yeah, and see, I didn't clean my brush,
no,
but look at that. Almost exactly. And this one has a tendency when you use it with a really clean brush to go look yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's try this red.
Oh, sorry, Colleen, but I think you're gonna have a blast. P has really been enjoying it. Yeah, I know. And then is it Sandy sent me a thing about. I got the email. I'm thinking upon that. Oh, you loved Izzy's white Crocs? Yeah. Hey, and overall, they have not been terrible to keep white. Like, you know, plastic's easy to wipe down and whatnot. And let me tell you, she does her best to gook them up.
All right.
Bye, Devin. Thanks for hanging.
So, I think that looks totally cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can, these worked really. You know, if you're not totally 100% sure that you want to play with pastels, these pan pastels, get some of these things.
Play around with it.
And the thing is you can add another layer to that, and that's going to intensify that.
Yeah.
I was really, you know, going pretty light here.
She didn't think they were going to perform like that.
I did not think that they were going to perform that well at all. I'm highly, here it is.
Yeah.
You can be.
Yep.
You can be.
Fruit punch.
Fruit punch. Now, Izzy really wanted,
she wanted the mint. She mentioned it to me twice in just the little bit of time.
Yeah. Now, you can see these are all lighter, brighter. Pastel-y.
There you go.
Except for this row here. I guess that's supposed to be your contour row.
I don't think it works like traditional. Oh, what you mean, like with the
that you
browns
would use in the crease of your lid, that you would use the brown.
Perhaps, or to tone, you know, to do what I did there, like kind of blend it out and tone it down a little.
Yeah, I know that you all are concerned about these makeup tips.
Hey, makeup is an art as well.
Yeah, and see, this is some more of that blue. I'm going to take care of that right now. Because if I put another one in there, it'll be on the bottom, and that might be what happened. I didn't put the blue back in where it's supposed to go. But see how much this stuff is so highly pigmented that really, and I Van vacuumed this spot down here where we're still not sure how it occurred. And I am going to get after this and organize these so that they are in color. Because I do like having them like this, but I really like having them like that too, you know. And I like having them individually out here when I'm just using them, and I use the lids that...
Ellen, they closed our Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Now, how rude is that? They certainly didn't call us up and ask us.
Now, they do kind of have similar things at Sonic. I don't know. I don't know what they call them at Sonic.
All right. Now.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm going to. Yeah, I don't think. I don't know. You want me to do this one too?
Eddie, I don't think you should give up on that.
Give up on what?
Mo wanted to know if Eddie could taste the rainbow because he was really into the fruit punch business. And then Darcy offered up the idea about some fruit salad, which also love very much. It depends on the fruit salad, though, by the way. And then Eddie said that, no, Mo, those days are over. And I said, just don't give up on that.
Yeah, don't give up on that. Okay, now, I can tell you right now, this is not the one I would order.
You like the fruit punch. I think the fruit punch is going to be the more fun one. But they did come together. It was a set, so.
Oh, you get one, you get both of them.
I would assume, because they were packaged together.
I'm just testing all of them out here, but they're really, they're not quite as punchy. But, I mean, they're pastels.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
and your brush is dirty.
My brush is dirty, but I am wiping it off on my pants. Somewhat.
Where's your thingy?
Let's try this. Oh, these pants
I like that color. I'd wear that. And that pink. Actually, the light pinks too.
It flipped over there. Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would use that more as a liner and kind of smudge it out.
I know. I love a dipped cone. I don't know who else does a dipped cone. Does McDonald's? I don't know what's going on with this little hair. I'm just going to tuck it.
I don't know anybody that does it either. That's really sad.
Yeah.
Hey, but there's, you know what? Where Van goes to the Funky Monkey place, there's a Dairy Queen on that road.
No, that's the one that closed. What I keep telling you.
Didn't look
She
close.
doesn't get out much.
Didn't look close.
I know, it's because it's kind of like it's sort of funny because it's like fast food row because Whataburger's over there and a bunch of like it's a food, it's all food over there, which is fabulous. But
hey, look, the pink's pretty good.
Yeah, the pink's fab.
You know, I could have done these in order. That would have been.
Hey, Tosh.
Novel idea.
Welcome. And I would welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. That's how we know that you are here. If you're watching in replay, no worries. We love you just the same. We really, really do. Highly recommend going to the beginning. If you are, coming in at this point for whatever reason, go to the beginning. This was a really good Thursday thought that we wanted to make sure that everybody really is able to see and enjoy, hopefully enjoy. Thumbsy upsies.
Thumbsy upsies.
And comment below.
That's a really nice, that creates those
And
two
so those
together.
of you that are coming in, if you're kind of wondering, what is P doing? Hello, Ellen, and welcome. We are trying out, well, she's trying out, the difference between the eyeshadows, the kind of bright and zippy eyeshadows versus the pan pastels. Now, these are all just from the eyeshadow thing. She's not comparing.
And
the other one's comparing.
I'm trying not to mess these up because my granddaughter is really...
I have also expressed an interest in these.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw it over there and let them all fight about it.
She's like, my makeup needs to be updated. Because let me tell you, like, since she's little, I've given her, like, old makeup of mine or whatever.
I think she even has some of mine.
Mainly just sort of sparkly stuff that isn't, like, she can do too much damage with.
Alrighty, now I forgot which end was which here. Okay,
we don't have that.
This is the top is the
Pan pastel. No, top was
the makeup.
Eyeshadow.
And this one is completely eyeshadow. Okay, so and you can see we've got a little bit of residue coming off there.
Exactly, Lori.
I like this here brush. This will not be going with the makeup. I'm keeping this.
Okay. I got lots of brushes.
Well, Izzy thought otherwise. All
Oh,
right.
well, I'm sure she did. She thought it was cute and probably really dug the fact that it has 2 ends.
Yeah, she did.
I know my kid.
I really like it because, see, this is going to get into those little tight spots, you know. Like
that's what it's
when I
meant
was
for. It's
doing
really like a blender thing at the end there.
Yeah,
that's what I would use it for.
I knew that. I knew that.
Oh, the eyeshadows, you can buy them as the pair or separately. There you go.
Okay, I would personally just go for the fruit.
Yeah, again, if you're making a decision based upon trying something out, here, and I'll put a link in because P likes them. One sec, just give me a second, y'all, and I'll put a link in if you want to buy it from the Amazon. Otherwise, I don't know where else it would necessarily be.
I just want to see how they pull up because I think that's the other factor that's really important is if they don't pull, then there's no reason to, and you realize we probably won't be getting this off of the today. But we can take a gander on the other side.
Oh, yeah, and there's, ooh, I'm going to be checking some of these out just for, they got a whole purple set. Tell you what, Sonia, where were you when I was looking for purple eyeshadows? Girl.
Well, you've got some good ones because look at these. See how they,
I know, but they have palettes that are like almost all different purples. I love purple, and I think it makes my eyes, like it brings out the little bit of redness in my brown eyes, which I think makes me look more interesting, if y'all wanted to know all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too. And there's a direct link to those particular eyeshadows and all the different scents that you can get, like if you're looking for some. Yeah. Hi, Maritza. And at this point, I know it would be hard to go back to the beginning, but I do highly recommend those of you that have come in, do come back, watch the replay, start from the start, start at the beginning. Sometimes that's where people do it.
I have some quotes I forgot to read, Mariah.
I thought you just had the one quote.
No, they're in that book over there. I'm going to take with me to put in my little walker pouch to take with me to the protest.
Okay.
There's 2 quotes I want to read. I think this is pretty remarkable.
Oh, goodness. I gotta go down there because we're the only people here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Good canoe. All right. So this is my book, and I've got my little. I'm going to put that on the back of the van. The van. And okay. All right. Here we go. We will not learn how to live together in peace by killing each other's children. Jimmy Carter. Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. That's by Albert Einstein. And this one, I think I got this off of Facebook. It says...
It wasn't out of a fortune cookie.
It wasn't. Although I do strongly believe in fortune cookies. You know, that's where I got my modify.
Yeah.
If empathy is a sin, sin boldly. This is from the Judson Memorial Church in NYC.
Aw. Nice.
I know.
There you
Good
go.
old Jimmy. You know, he oh, here, would you, I put that in there because I think that's something, you know, that we might need to know. I hope not. I hope not. All right, now where are we going from here? We're going to go back to where we started.
Oh, Tina wants to know what were you picking that up with? Titanium white, Eddie says.
Titanium white.
Good job, Eddie.
That is my go-to. If you don't know what it is, that's probably what it is. I don't really know what this business down here is. I'm just gonna give it a little tape up here. Because see, it seems like it's fitting on the page from here to here. And I don't know what this business down here is.
Oh, that's a fab idea, Cheryl.
There we go.
Hey, Zenjen. Oh, what brown is it? Is it red iron oxide? Yes, but remember this was the...
No, this is Tuscan Venetian red.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was the...
Yeah, Venetian red. Let me pull it out.
Well, it looks like it.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Because remember, I wanted something opaque because I wanted it to gather on to the fabric thing. Because the transparent weren't working very well to colorate.
Right.
Trying to get this up here so I'm not poking myself with these dangerous corners. They're sharp little buggers. We need to Dremel them off.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, going forward, I think my goals are in here.
I love that, Ellen. And I figured that that's what you meant, but then I was like, well, I don't know. I'm just going to wait until she...
What?
Well, let me know if you want me to read it out loud, Ellen. She may not. Sometimes people want to just keep things in chat.
Okay, I'm kind of leaning towards this yellow here for some reason. I don't know.
Okay, Sophia has info. P. The red oxide is opaque. It's different to the transparent red iron oxide.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
exactly the same pigment. One is transparent from other, isn't it? Just FYI for the future.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I
mean,
both by golden.
I just
She meant the golden ones, I believe. So red iron oxide. Oh, yes. Okay, so yes, but sorry. Yes.
Transparent red iron oxide.
But that's because you can't get the one anymore, right? Red iron oxide is opaque. It is different to the transparent red iron oxide, but exactly the same pigment. One is transparent from the other. Yes. Working that out. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm me too. También.
Mm-hmm.
See, this brush just, I don't know. I feel more artist-like when I'm using a brush rather
Hello,
than
Miss Allie K.
Little funky.
Well, I think you're
spongy
kind of doing better with the brush thing. And it's just more your...
I think it's just more my speed, but my brushes like that were not working.
Yeah.
Okay, all I'm doing is I'm just trying to get this spread around to different spots.
So the makeup purchase is also double whammy if you get the set with the brush. I don't know if all of them, like if you got the single thing, if it comes with the brush, but the brush is great. So there you go. That's some additional info.
Additional.
Because it came with the makeup.
Now, where are my greenies and
right here?
Those.
Do you need me to open them for you?
That would probably be really.
Do you want them all marvelous. Separate, or just want me to hand you things? That would really go well with that.
Oh yeah, that's.
Look at this blue. I love this. I wonder if you could wear these.
I don't know.
Like non-toxic.
They might make you break out because of the
binder.
Binder or the. It's really strong pigment. It might not.
Right.
Be the thing to do. Just.
I used to super glue because you only had a certain number of them, and then like little jewels and stuff to reuse them. I would just super glue them. And if you super glue on top of your makeup, then it peels right off. Don't look at me like that. She didn't like that.
There's just some things I really just wish you wouldn't tell me. And you're going to be able to appreciate that a whole lot more when that child gets down the road a little.
Oh, there are already things that she yeah. Mo wants to know, this yellow is stunning. It could be a contender for more cheddar.
It could.
The yellow business.
A slight bit more. Okay.
Like American.
American,
cheese.
yeah.
American cheese. You understand that? It's that
American.
stuff that comes in the wrapped in the plastic individually, and it's really cheese food. It's not cheese.
I know, but it melts marvelously.
It's like Velveeta.
Hey, you just I know, and
It's cheddar's more questionable cousin.
When people talk to
It's a
me
good
about
time, but you may have regrets.
Velveeta. Hey, there's a place for Velveeta in your life.
Oh, I know. It's called queso.
It's called queso. And I mean, you can melt that other cheese, but it's gobby.
Yeah, it's not the same. There's a reason. There's a reason for Velveeta. And we aren't sponsored, but if they wanted to sponsor us, that would be fine. We do love some queso.
And Brad makes the very best.
Oh, you can buy the You Can Be brushes separately. Fantastic.
All right.
Hey, Carla, no worries. I do recommend those of you that have come in, do come back. Watch the replay. Watch the beginning. This is just one of those Thursday thoughts that we hope that everybody sees.
Es muy importante.
Muy importante. What is Velveeta? Tasha asks because she's in New Zealand.
Oh.
It is totally 100% processed cheese.
But it melts marvelously.
And if you're in Texas, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure everywhere has the queso and makes it with the. Basically, if you want to do it really fast and easy,
My mother
buy
used
cans of Rotel.
My mother used it to make toasted cheese sandwiches for us as children.
That I do not agree with.
But
That is not. No, and that's such a 1950s like mom and
margarine.
That was like totally her mom.
Margarine.
Just all the recipes that they sent in a magazine or something and was on packaging.
Okay, I'm ready for the next one.
Okay. Anyway, where was I going with that? Okay, yeah, it's totally a processed cheese. It's like, and they say like it's cheese food, not, Oh, bye, Sophia. Thanks for hanging. Okay, I will check my lightning bolt later. Very good, will do. Yes, mac and cheese. Like, that's why Kraft mac and cheese is the best. It really is. It's a block of orange cheese.
Yeah, and it's sitting in the pantry right now. Now, once you open it, you need to refrigerate it. But prior to that, you can. Okay, now every now and again,
Do y'all have anything like that?
Benefits you to turn it upside down and see what's going on.
It does look different from the other side.
It does. Okay, next.
Now, I don't know if you want to use this one because it's pretty much like the...
Same?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to use that.
I think that'll get lost.
Oh, this is a good one.
This is like your favorite.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, basic. Oh, yes. We get the government cheese. Or generic.
Oh yeah,
cheese
we
food.
used to go and get that. In Friona. It wasn't horrible.
Oh, they do have something similar called Cheesedale cheese. Well, now you got to tell us then, Jen. Got to type it out in chat.
Okay, y'all getting tired of this? What's going to be nice is I'll be able to put
We're having a very in-depth cheese talk, so
Okay.
we're good. It's always food over here. Well, not always, but it's one of our top topics.
Yeah, that's non-art related.
And we've decided that no. What did somebody say that food is art for the tummy. Is that what it was? Something like that. I don't know. It was just said the other day.
What are the colors left?
That's it.
Well, I might have to bust out because I really make that yellow come down a little bit more.
I really should probably put that in the description. Mixed media also includes food.
The dark green or this purpley color.
Oh, awesome, Zinjen. We look forward to it. She's gonna post a story about getting lost in Harlem and people thinking that they were gonna deliver some cheese. Yeah, I'm very excited about this story.
I'm just using this one because I know that this is a good one of the colors that I really love. Would you see that fluff out there?
Oh, bye, Gray. Thanks for hanging.
Now you need to come back and check this out because I think it's going to be really quite marvelous.
There's Mo's getting all knowed up about, things about American cheese.
Most of it's crap.
Yeah, brown.
Now, there's some really good cheeses that are coming out of Wisconsin, but most of the cheese that we get,
Well, like if it's generic or, like craft brand cheese, isn't that great of a cheese. There's a place for it, and it's actually pretty good to make a grilled cheese out of. But if you want like fancy, good tasting cheese, and then you get exposed to really fancy, good tasting cheese, you will understand that not all cheese is equal.
all cheese is equal.
That's right.
All right, I'm opening back up my yellow. And I'm going to clean off my brush.
Yeah.
My pants. I'm not going anywhere that I know of. That I need to, look spiffy.
Spiffy.
I still need to order one of those buttons that says, "It's okay, I'm an artist."
Yes, you do. I'm waiting for the sale. And I'm going to order us some more cheese. More cheeses. I have cheese on the brain. More shirts. More t-shirts. More cheeses. Oh, and hey, Yuta. They have a grilled cheese competition in town.
Oh, yeah? Where she live?
I'm trying to remember where Yuta lives. Yuta.
Whoa, Dutch cheeses. Now, we used to have in Freona, really close to Freona.
Alice says that Texas has some great cheesemakers.
We have some in the
German
Bovina.
Oh, was it?
I've had cheese. We
From Bovina?
From Bovina, they make cheese.
Let me
Now, I would. It was
British Columbia
Gouda
is where Youth is at.
And I thought it needed a little bit more oomph. And I talked to him about it, and he said, "Well, they're really kind of getting that down." He said, "Their first batch was too strong."
Oh, yeah.
And so that they're really kind of tweaking there. But they were from the Netherlands.
Well, and then there's that whole...
So they had that Dutch history of making cheese.
Well, and then there's the whole German community there in, New Braunfels and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're doing, like, cheese making over there. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this with light gold because there are places I have not covered.
Yeah. But it's kind of nice, like you said. Like, it'll sparkle through.
It'll sparkle through. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm pretty jazzed about these pastels. I mean, Seriously. Hey, did I leave a lid over there?
Well, yeah, I have a bottom and a
okay.
and a lid. You got 40 minutes.
Wow. Huh.
Well, I know the pen pasteling, as lovely as it is, it does kind of.
Yeah, eat up your time.
Well, it's. Yeah.
Because I do have some other things that I wanted to do here.
Oh, you need to.
Now, I completely changed my plan here because I was going to put that paper down on here.
Brad loves blue cheese.
But I still think I can.
He's a blue cheese eater.
I like blue cheese also. But my body doesn't always like blue cheese.
The gold.
Because remember, we're going to put this down on here. So this is picking up on the other side. I think.
Oh, Alice could talk about cheese for hours. She has.
We love cheese.
Yes, talk workshop. She was a cheesemonger. That's right. I need to remember that, Alice. And then Tosh makes her own cheese from her own goats.
Hey, Mary Lane and Marty make their own cheese. I love goat cheese. I like it a lot.
I don't know about that then, Jen. She says she used to love chocolate goat's milk. I don't love the goat's milk. I can't.
I do.
She does.
I like it.
She gets it at the Sprouts.
And if I can get it, I can't always get it in kefir. But the goat cheese, the goat milk kefir is the best. Now this is streaking a little bit because it's a lot of paint out here. But I wanted to make sure.
That's funny. So Christy Hartman was in Costa Rica, and she had one of the best cheeses she's ever had. And she asked the waitress at the hotel what type of cheese it was. She said cow.
Well, as
Fair
opposed to, goat or sheep.
Right.
Because I do get,
But that was as much of a description as I guess she was willing or able to give.
able.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, this is kind of exciting because I don't.
That's awesome, Alice.
Deli paper.
Oh yes, Julie. How was here? I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna do the thing. Wait 1 second. I really hate that. I just want the little searchy thing, and then I want it to stop giving me 50 million things. Aladala. How was it? That was Julie Parker on the thing.
Well, I don't know that. I think I've kind of lost some of the. But you never know till you pull it.
Yeah.
You really don't. I think it's going to be interesting. There was also a little bit of leftover on the plate there that I wasn't aware of. But I don't think it's going to be a deal breaker. All right. But when I hold it up like this, can you see through it?
Yes. A little bit. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty. It's hard to see in the camera, but. You got cow cheese and grape wine.
I just have to keep moving.
Cynthia just says dairy. I love it. All of it.
Okay, I've got to show you this.
Oh, yes.
Izzy made this.
And when she brought it home, and this kid, I tell you, when they, clean out their desk or whatever, I mean,
So this was the last day of school?
Yes.
They don't go back tomorrow?
That is correct. She's home.
I don't know why they didn't end up on Friday. That seems kind of Thursday arbitrary. It probably gives teachers that Friday.
Well, and I think because it falls on like Memorial. Oh, actually, I have information for y'all. Look at you. See, if you hang out here long enough to find out things. And Brad's probably at the movies like, I can't believe she hasn't said this, or I don't know if he's watched it or not. But anyway, hey, you need to be doing your thing because you requested it. We busted our butts. That's what you need to do next.
What?
The stencil. There's a new stencil.
Oh, I'm getting to it.
And we may just run long.
I'm getting to it.
Rattan. Wicker. It comes in a stencil and a stamp.
I uncovered my piles over here.
And because it is Memorial Weekend, see, that's why I think that they ended it when they did. Because this is Memorial Weekend.
And they would have had Monday off anyway.
Oh, now we have double points. So this is also, and anybody that ordered from this morning on, because there were a couple orders that came in, and we went ahead and applied the double points to them too. So any order that was today, or starts today, and then ends on Tuesday.
All right, well, I've kind of covered it up, but I think I can
All right,
find it.
sorry. So now back to Isabella's. This is hers. They did this in art class, but she had a
This is the
crammed in her.
most
I know, most
impressive thing that she did all year long.
Well, I don't know. That's not true. She's made some beautiful drawings. You just don't remember. But this is really cool, and it feels cool. It has texture.
It does. So what? And I did spray it lightly. I could probably spray it again, but I thought multiple coats is better than one because a lot of time you'll just completely wipe out your pastel because this is chalk pastel on here. But it's glue, white Elmer's glue.
I thought she said it was black glue. Like, I think Elmer's has a black glue.
Really?
I heard her tell you that like multiple times, and you just were not having it.
Maybe, yeah, okay, black glue on black paper, wow.
But it's to hold the black. Because if you put the regular Elmer's glue, it has a,
So,
yeah.
Well, I probably needed, I just, assumed.
Yeah.
Because you can feel a bumpy difference here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is black.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put the pastel on top of it.
Yeah, so they did the glue.
Yeah, and you can see her rainbow effect that she's going for here.
Yeah. Girl loves the rainbow. Has for a long, long time. Goth glue.
Anyhow, I thought this was really very, very interesting.
And then I told her, I said, you need to take that to Gigi so she can seal it. She's like, I don't want Gigi doing anything to it. And I said, well, I think that in order to, like, keep it from...
probably needs another coat. Like I said, it's still coming off.
But you sprayed it with the cow stuff?
Very, very lightly. All right, so here's what we're going to do. With and I've got multiples of them here. Remember, we did a lot of them. These things.
Yes.
This was the back side, right? Everybody remember that?
Yeah. And if you're wondering what this was, you got to go back to Tuesday. And P.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Did these prints with the floral stuff.
I've got it right here. But I found some more of some different kinds of stuff. This stuff. This stuff is great. It's strong, makes great pockets. The only thing about it is you need to back it with something because when you try to stick something in there, it catches on those little holes. I mean, I'm just giving you a bit of advice. But that's cool stuff.
I know, right? We all need.
And so this was the stuff that I used. And I used the strong color because I wanted to paint it, and it was not taking the transparent colors very well.
No.
Okay. Now we've got this one, and I do want to do this today. I just don't know that we're going to have time to do all of it that I want to do. Okay, so a cool little stamp that goes with the stencil.
Yes.
And look what Mariah did here. And she's such
Well, that was really Brad. He said, you got to show that it's a step and repeat.
It's a step and repeat.
Now, it depends on how good you can line things up. I got pretty close. I was doing this in a hurry because this one over here was like, I need that today. And so, you got 30 minutes to use it.
So what's cool about that is when you start doing that, and it's in design class we just called it tiling.
Mm-hmm. And in graphic design we call it a step and a repeat.
Okay, so you can see how it matches up, and where it matches up, it creates another shape because of the configuration of the lines. But this is a really wonderful one.
Oh,
and the
100%
moment
Colleen.
I saw it, Brad showed me yesterday, and I thought about it overnight. I thought about it.
She goes, "Am I getting that stencil today?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like I have a call. Plus, we had to pick up Izzy early. We were gonna grab some lunch for her, something.
Oh, you
special.
had a call to pick her up?
No, I had a call. That's one of the reasons we picked her up early, because it kind of hit right at the time.
Oh, the time that you're scheduled.
Right.
Call. Okay, got it. But when Brad showed it to me, I said, "Oh my god, I must have that, because look at this." I think it's just going to be.
Yes, Lizzie Jean, some
wonderful.
of it will. Like, it spreads, it blends. So she's asking, when you add the pan pastels directly to paper, do they wipe off? Some of it's going to move about. Like, it's meant to, like, blend and be similar to a stick. What is it? I mean, we always call it chalk pastel. Like,
Yeah.
I know that I know that upsets some people. I really do. And I apologize for that. It's just, that's what we always called it, and it's stuck in my
I just
brain.
differentiate between
Oil.
the oil pastels and the chalk pastels.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to call them.
Well, there is something, but I always forget, and then
I don't know what it is
people remind
either.
me.
I don't really know that it makes a hill of beans.
It does to some folks.
Well,
and I try to remember, but I just suck at it, because like that's not how it's stuck in my brain.
Yeah, one is chalky and one is oily.
Right, and see that
there you go.
Sits.
Okay, that's it. Enough said about that. All right, I've got to put my brush somewhere. Now, here's the only problem with this kind of brush.
Soft pastels. Thank you.
Soft pastels. Yeah. But now you can get soft pastels in the oil pastels.
Yeah, I'm like thinking that a soft pastel is oil pastel.
Oil pastels are some of them are a lot softer than others. Some of them are hard as a brickbat.
And some of those are very cheap ones, or they've been around for a very long time.
Or the Carandash, remember, those are hard.
Well,
now, they do make a rubbing, though.
Right, those are different.
They're just not very oomphy. You can't put this upside down in a can. That's the only problem with this type of brush.
You need a... you need a clip holder or something.
Yeah, something.
Just thinking about that.
Something. All right, let's get some.
Yeah.
Where's my clean plate? I knew there was some reason I was doing that.
Yeah.
Well, it's not totally clean, but it's a lot cleaner than the others over there. Okay.
Oh, hi, Robin. Oh, and Robin does say pastels have gypsum binder, not chalk. Oh. Well, see, to us, it's like we're using it more like a generic term versus a descriptive.
Yeah.
But I could understand now why that would be like,
yeah,
throw some people off, because if you know that, that makes sense.
Well,
gypsum.
And gypsum is in the calcium family, which means it reacts with vinegar. Chalk also reacts with vinegar. So, yeah. You know, I think it's a 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. I'm not sure that there's a... All right, whoops, I'm rolling on my brush. Brush that I really like. Me.
So this is going to go with those other prints.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about this before we, get all hot to trot here. Because I'm going to use, whatever color I use is going to be a open. So that I can have
100%, Robin. 100%. Double points to celebrate her wedding anniversary on Monday.
Oh, there you go.
It's all, yeah.
Yeah. And I've got this little, I don't know what it is down here in this corner, little red. Oh,
yeah, and then Jeanette was a little bit sad about some of the things. She's like, it was so beautiful. And then P just rolled over it with her brayer. And I'm like, oh, what did she roll over? Was it something? Like,
It was just that, but squiggle thing.
Jeanette thought it was wonderful.
All right. Well, Jeanette, it still looks pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah. And it wasn't one of those ones that was hard to replicate, or I wouldn't have done something like so very.
Yes. Willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly and, All right, I'm looking through my paints here, folks. Just trying to get something that's a little, I still got to be in my wheelhouse. My God, I need to go through and clean up I can't get my paints in here.
You need to just and put some things in the box for the donate.
To donate?
Mm-hmm. And then you and Castle should go and do it. Because it's kind of over on the side of town when you go to the, your meeting thing.
Oh. Okay.
I love that you guys are going out and about. Like, it's very convenient.
Over there by where the...
it's in Richardson. So it's, in the...
Fleetfoot.
It's in Richardson,
The Fleetfoot place.
Hey, she loves her shoes.
I've been walking for 2 days in a row, and the first day, I just went down to the little curve and turned around and came back. I was afraid I would get stranded. But the thing about going out with a walker...
You can sit in it.
And that's what I decided today. I'm like, why am I so paranoid about that? I can sit on my doof there, and if I take my phone, I can call somebody to come pick me up if it's that bad.
Yeah.
But it's really... I can walk without pain. And you just don't...
Shoes matter, y'all.
You don't know. People that don't have that, just they don't know what I'm talking about when I say, if it's painful, you're not going to walk.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not. That's your body saying, nay, nay.
Yeah.
So when I got these shoes, the minute I put them on and walked around the shoe store, I was like, okay, yeah, this makes a difference. I could tell right that minute. It distributes your weight more to the outside of your foot so that you can,
Mm-hmm.
when you put your foot down like this, you're not turning in. And that turning in is what causes knee problems.
And Darcy, I'll try to be there tonight. I think I should be able to.
Well, me too.
Yeah. I'll come up here. Now that we don't have to worry about school.
The next day.
I don't have to be on super schedule. And she's very excited as well. So those of you that have come in, Mo put in a direct link to Di and Darcy. See, there's Di and Darcy because that's Diane of the Messy Palette. That link right there will take you over to her channel. They will be streaming tonight at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. I cannot break it down to all of y'all because that's hard time-wise. If you go over there, it should let you know.
Okay, I'm not sure I want to do this.
It's a lot of blue on blue.
It's a lot of blue on blue. I'm just, I don't... I needed another one lined up there to do
different
a background on it. But
oh, they're hokas. Here, and I'll spell it in the chat because
they're right over there. You can show them. And I washed my... Oh my gosh, I've never in my entire life... Well, that's not true. My smart wool socks are like $20 a pair. But the socks
matter too.
Socks matter. And the reason they matter for me is because if they push my toes back, I get this really bad cramping.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't.
Oh, speaking of Di, there she is. There she be. Yes, it will be in 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 22 minutes from this point. After watching the replay, again, I can't help you.
Okay.
As far as
I
time.
will show you more of that, but now I think I've got enough off there. Mm-hmm. This is lighter. I'm just going to go for it. And the reason I think it's going to work is because on this side I've got the blue bugs, insects.
Paige says she has those too. They are wonderful. Nurses wear them. That should tell you something. And I have the Asics. I didn't like the Hokas because they're a little bit like wider. I was like, oh, good God, I got to work myself into something that's that much as well. Because mine were a little cheaper too. So I really do like my Asics.
I tried on some Asics. The problem with the Asics is my ankle bone.
See, and I need a more narrow. She has a wide foot. I have a narrow foot.
Well, she told me, she said, your foot isn't abnormally wide. But it was with everybody in my family, because everybody in my family has a much narrower.
Yeah, you need to get out of bed, Diane.
Okay, well, we totally lost our
Yeah, you did.
kind of afraid of that, but you know, I got some ideas here on what to do about that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes, fleet feet. I don't know if they're just a Dallas because there's multiple ones here. But what's cool is they have the thing that scans your foot. And I know that's in other places too, but
yes, and not only scans your foot to the size, but they scan your foot on this other thing that establishes your gait, how your foot hits the surface of the sidewalk.
And one of her feet is like much larger than the other one.
Yeah. And the shoes look, I mean, I look down at them and I'm going, oh my God, these things look
Tracy,
huge. But the thing about it is,
okay.
You know, you can go with your shortest foot and one foot feels really terrible, or you can go with your largest one and have, you know, more room in one shoe than the other.
Well, if y'all go in, let them know PM Artist Studio sent you. Maybe they'll send me a free pair of shoes.
Hey, you know, when I went in, they said, do you have a frequent flyer account? And I said, no, I've never been here before. My daughter does, and she's thinking about coming back and getting another.
Yeah, because like mine are, I do this with my toes in my shoes. And I've actually worn a hole in the, you know, sole part on the inside. And I want a different color. I want some of those bright ones, like with the lime green and like the orange.
Yeah, they got them. I saw them.
Liz Jean used to wear Buster Brown shoes. Does anyone remember?
Yes, I do. And I always used to wear Buster Brown underwear. You know, fancy pants.
Fancy pants.
They had ruffle.
Or a little ruffle bum.
Mm-hmm. Not the ruffle bum, but they had little ruffles around the thing. And they also make socks. Yeah? Did y'all know about that? I don't know if this is going to pick it up or not, but, you know.
Worth a try. Oh. Well done. See, did y'all see that gnat? Darn gnats.
Well, I knew I would love this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I necessarily love it over this, like I thought I was going to. Don't know that. But we're going to try one more thing here. I do. Oh, there it is.
Well, Tracy, that was P too. Like, she lived in her Birkenstocks, but I told her, I was like, I think you just need more. You need more support at this point.
And I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed, you know, the Birkenstocks.
Hi, Nessa.
You're this. Loosey goosey and here, hither and yon. And when I was younger, I really did not mind that.
Yeah.
But now,
mm-hmm.
I mean, it is just.
And I kept telling her, I'm like, I think you should try different shoes.
My knees just do not. And you know, here at the house, I don't even wear shoes most of the time. And they are hot, but they don't bother me as long as I'm walking. If I'm just, you know, sitting around here and doing that kind of thing. Now, this is not, I should have used open.
All right, let's focus in on this for a second. Why should you have used open? You could mix some in there, put some retarder with it.
I could.
Or put some airbrush medium, mix it in a little.
No, it's going to be too loosey-goosey.
Okay.
Sorry that I did that, but I think we can still make this work if I just move along more rapidly and not lollygag and talk to you about shoes.
They'll carry on in the shoe conversation in chat. Okay. So one of the reasons she was saying that she would have preferred to use the open paint was that to do a flop off like this, and especially since it is a newer stencil, it's going to be a little sticky, but you know, she moved along pretty quickly. That looks fabulous. That's what you were looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That is what I was looking for.
So really you need, it's the flop off onto those.
That.
It's a tacky.
Okay, and I don't need anything on that side. I've got to find something over here that... God damn it. My nose is driving me crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Cynthia's been testing her eyeshadows. Pastels and chalk pastels. Wonderful. I'll have to take a look at that, Tracy. I've been looking for, like, sandals, because that's my problem right now. Is I did have these ones, these Keen, which are kind of pricey little boogers. But the last weekend I wore those, they rubbed my little toe. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Oh, awesome. So they are across the U.S. Several states have the Fleet Feet stores.
Well, let me tell you what. The people in there
very nice.
are really, really, really nice. And, you know, I felt kind of bad because I wore my Birkenstocks in there and my feet were probably smelly.
I think they're probably used to that.
Yeah, I guess so. But now that is just the white pulling up the blue with it.
Very pretty.
Isn't that just
little yum yum clouds?
And it's just look at this stencil. I just want you to appreciate this. See those little places there? Isn't that just wonderful?
Yeah, so I asked Brad, I was like, so, you know, what brought this on? And I was kind of wondering if he was watching the other day when she used the, you know, the floral stuff. And he's like, no, he just had some circles out and he just started kind of overlapping them. And then he's like, as he's kind of had the basic layout of it, it reminded him of the rattan chairs, you know, like y'all remember those from the 70s. Everybody had some. Somebody, you know, there was a chair or
we
there
had
was
some.
Oh yeah. And then they always got busted.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, their longevity is not.
No. That's why usually there's like, if you do still have one, you have one of the chairs.
But you can take them and have them redone.
Right, but I think it's kind of pricey.
I'm sure it is. I don't
Probably
know.
kind of one of those lost arts.
Yeah, one of those. Now there's still some paint on that stencil that, you know, was in the range of the.
Hey, Mary Thomas. Now you got to come back and watch the replay. Watch the beginning. Oh, that's beautiful. You need to retire that burr off. It looks really nice.
Well, what I'm going to do here is, because it's already got some orange on it down here, either and yon.
I love it. Oh, yes. 100%, Eddie. 100%. Yes. That too, Diane. That too. And then I was looking to see, like, if there were specific patterns, like names to the patterns. There were a couple places that kind of had something, but basically they usually refer to it as if it's like a wide, medium, or small pattern of it. And I know this isn't like spot on, but it was kind of like one of those things where it certainly brings to mind. Hello, Peggy.
I think that is absolutely stunning, and I'm going to go ahead and just get this down right now.
Oh, I'm sure that it is. Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a print that you will want to experiment both with the flop off and the, now, you know, there's the other way that you can get the lines. You put down your paper and pull it up through there, and then you have the lines left on there. I mean, that is another thing that you can do. I just like the flop off when you use plenty of paint. It seems to me that it's a lot crisper and a lot more,
yeah, that looks awesome. I love what's left there and how it
I'm
kind of distressed on you.
Yeah. Don't really think I want to do that. I want to.
Oh, will you send me? Can you send me a message, Tracy?
Move this
so I'll remember
around a little bit,
please and thank you. Oh yes, and thank you, Mo. For those of you that are new to us and are like, oh, they're using some terminology that I don't really understand, or maybe you heard it, you know, somewhere else, or this, that, or the other. But we do have a PM-isms glossary. Mo, that is Cookie Wookie, has put that link in the chat. So if you want to have a giggle and get knowed up, that's the place to do it.
Right there.
Right there.
Oh, that probably didn't do much.
Not a lot, but a little.
Some, and I could definitely take that and do a wipe off on it. I just don't know that I want to.
All right, Darcy says that for anyone that is wanting to play tonight, making wonky houses, you will want glue, scissors, and paper. Maybe cardstock, scrapbook paper, painty papers, backing paper for writing on it if you want.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. All right, we're going to take care of this edge around here because it's really, it bothers me. Hello, Joanne.
Now, we've got 8 minutes. Those of you that have come in, do come back. Watch the replay. Start at the beginning. You don't want to miss the Thursday thoughts.
What color that is. Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is some of my mix out. Mix out. Wash out. Wash out. Mix out.
Various things. With the weird.
Kind of mixing in with some of the orange, which is kind of nice. I think I needed a little of that.
Yeah, you did. That looks good. If you want to know what stencil design this is in the background there, this is the, okay, so it's the runes. Rune blocks.
I like it a lot.
Oh, and Mo, of course. Oh, see, Mo already had it. I need to just look in the chat to make sure that Mo's got it. Rune blocks is a popular one that you will not regret having. It's lots of fun. It always comes around. It works for a lot of different things.
It is a fabulous.
It's by Paula.
What do you call it? Flop off. And remember, I made tons with this stencil. Really cool box with this stencil. I mean, I covered a really cool box with this stencil.
Yes.
Just going along here and picking up some of that orange, which.
And remember, we're doing double points. You can use some of your points and then get more points.
All right, we're probably just going to leave that on there.
It does look similar. Look.
What?
Kind of has that feel to it.
Oh, it does.
Susan pointed that out. Look at that. They could be friends.
Well, I guess I need to get black glue.
Oh, Colleen mentioned, she's like, well, couldn't you just add some black paint to, like, the regular Elmer's? And it seems doable. Or you know what you could use? I know you love it so much. It's the, tar pit stuff, the black texture. But I don't know if it goes stringy like that. I think that's kind of the key to getting that look. So you want it to be stringy. Maybe you mix the tar gel, because you have some, because Sonia sent some. You mix up some tar gel
with my new black paint.
Yes, ma'am.
Hot diggity.
There you go.
Okay, and I've got little squirts. I've got squirts.
Who needs Elmer's when you've got really expensive paints to be messing with?
I've got some really nice squeezy bottles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have the squeezy bottles.
We got squeezy bottles.
Hey, I think on Sunday we're going to be squeezing out some black stuff, and
that's gonna rock the Casbah.
Yeah. We're gonna get messy on Sunday.
We're gonna get messy on Sunday. Oh, with the glue. Okay. Yeah,
I think that sounds fun. I don't know if it fits your book project. We haven't even talked about your book project today.
Okay, we're gonna talk about book project.
Well, you got 4 minutes to do it.
Well, I'm just gonna show them where it is.
Okay.
Its present state of being. I forget from one side.
You need little tabs on them to tell you where to go.
This shelf, that shelf. Okay.
Andrea Nelson. Oh, hello and welcome, I guess.
Here's the book.
Somewhere how to make black glue. She calls it goth glue. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. We're gonna try it. We're gonna mix up that.
Now, you really can't appreciate it unless I show you on the side.
There you go.
This is the book.
That's the book. It's
probably going to be more than that because some of those pages aren't doubled.
It will be multi-volume.
Or one big honker.
No, you can't. And the way that you're binding things, well, I guess what you can do is you can bind multiple, what do they call it? It's not the spreads, it's signatures. And then wrap them and do the thing. That might be kind of fun. I mean, that's how they do big books.
Okay, so just, as we end here, I'll just go through some of these things here. And a lot of these are just little things that are going to go on pages. Like that. And that. And that. And that. Somebody sent me that. If you sent it, you can tell me. Somebody sent me this, too.
Did they?
I think so. I think they sent me that. Definitely sent me this because I don't have paper this big, this square. But this is very cool. And
let us know in chat if you sent it.
And
because it's all been mixed in.
Yes. And I think I actually did this, but I may not have. I don't know. Yeah. I love it. Here's Archie. Flat Archie. We have 3D Archie over here.
Yeah.
Now, what I thought about these is to cut them out.
Bye, Margie. Thanks for hanging.
Yeah. If you have someplace else to go, I'm going to have to leave here in a minute because I got to pee. But I thought it'd be so cool to cut these out and then just have them as kind of a collage element on some pages.
Yeah.
And they're on.
You can move them around. They will travel.
Hey, check this. Is Fran here? This is her critter that I rearranged his tail because it kept going off the page.
He needed a tail. The tail fit. A tail tuck.
And this is some of my sgraffito.
Yeah.
And this is a whole bunch of stuff I don't know.
Oh, you need to get over to Makers. Lexi did a sgraffito because you know how you found your truth one? And she did one. I'm not telling you what it is. You gotta go over there and see.
See the sparkles in there?
All right. Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
Hey, remember this
fish
abject
bones and,
failure in the long haul? But look at that. And
but that was early
fantastic.
on. That was like round 1 with those things.
I'm just going to keep showing them till it
it's time. Away. Bye, guys. We'll see you on Sunday. We're going to get all, crazy with the glue. crazy glue, but not the crazy glue.
Oh, some more sgraffito.
Bye, guys.
Some more cool stuff that needs the backside.